Hello everyone, Max here with Fiction Rant to do what the comments section has been demanding and start up a new versus series, Star Wars Empire vs. Battlestar Galactica. Just like with my Star Trek vs. Star Wars versus series, I'm going to be considering each side in 6 major categories: speed, weaponry, defenses, numbers, unique advantages, and tactics before giving my verdict on which side wins and why. This one should be interesting since a lot of the information on both sides is pretty vague, so I'll have to make plenty of assumptions, so please do your best to keep me honest and fair in the comments. On to the specifics and scope of this comparison. I'm actually going to do a 3-faction comparison this time. There will of course be the Imperial Empire from Star Wars, specifically set at the time of the Battle of Endor when they're at the height of their powers prior to the death of the Emperor and subsequent fracturing of the whole thing. The second faction will be the Colonial Fleet of the 12 Colonies of Kobol from Battlestar Galactica. This will specifically be the Colonial Fleet immediately prior to everyone getting nuked into oblivion by Cylons, and also specifically the Colonial Fleet represented in the reboot series, not the one from the 70s. Finally, the third faction will be the Cylons, also set at the time right before nuking the 12 colonies into oblivion. I'll not be setting the Colonial Fleet versus the Cylons since we've already got to see how that went in the series, and I won't be having the 2 Galactica factions team up against the Empire since that's something they definitely would never do. It'll just be Empire versus Cylons and Empire versus Colonial Fleet. That's it. The scenarios I'll be comparing for this matchup are going to be the same as the Trek versus Wars debates. That'll be a 1v1 ship battle. In this case, there'll be 2 kinds of those: capital ship versus capital ship, and then fighter versus fighter. Fleet versus fleet, army versus army. Who would win a war given a fresh, unsettled galaxy where nobody starts with a foothold but all the technology works? To clarify, because this came up in the comments a lot in the previous series, this means that the Empire doesn't have to spend thousands of years with Force-sensitive pilots mapping hyperspace lanes. For this scenario, there will be a network of hyperspace lanes across the galaxy that the Empire can use. The coverage won't be complete, just like the Star Wars galaxy, but their faster-than-light travel work just fine for most of the galaxy. Alright, I look forward to the debate on this one. I'm not as familiar with Battlestar Galactica as I am with Trek or Wars, but I love the show and I'm happy to do the research, so until next time, live long and prosper, and may the Force be with you.